Good morning, how are you? So here I am. I'm in Los Angeles just for the day, and I'm going to be doing a seminar later this morning at Disney Imagineering on You Are the Universe. But I had a little time, so I wanted to answer today's question. And today's question is from Farnaz Khaze. And I just want to remind you that you can send me your questions too, and they'll end up in a queue, but I'll answer them in the order that they are received. The place to send your questions is the following email address: info@jayo.com. info at jayo.com. JIYO. Once again, the place to send your questions is info at jayo.com. Also, download the app Jayo so you can participate with other people who are like-minded to create a more peaceful, just, sustainable, healthier and joyful life, both for yourself and for others. Again, and the app is called Jayo, J-I-Y-O. Today's question, and most of the questions right now are coming from readers of You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. But you can send me questions from on any topic. Yes, the place to send your questions is info@jayo.com. The app is Jayo, J-I-Y-O. The website is jayo.com. Okay, so Farnaz Khazai, Farnaz is the first name, says, "Hi Dr. Chopra, first of all, I want to thank you for your advice and insights. Here's my question. How does change happen for the better? How can we get out of the stagnated life for a better life? How do we employ elements and forces in the universe to manifest the change for us? Does stagnated life ever change on its own? Thanks for your time to answer my questions." Farnaz. Okay, thank you Farnaz for the question. Karen Mason, info@jayo.com. Yes, info@jayo.com is where you send your questions. Okay, so basically Farnaz is saying, how do we optimize change to create a better life for ourselves? And this is a very important question, so I am going to do my best to answer it as simply but also as efficiently as possible. First thing to recognize is that the only non-change is change. Change is happening all the time. Life is nothing other than change. Ever since you were born, your body has been changing, your mind and your thoughts have been changing, your emotions have been changing, your relationships have been either changing or evolving, and your experience of the world has also been changing and hopefully evolving. So change happens in every moment of now. You cannot stop change. There's a background though to change, which is non-change, and that is your true self or awareness. Awareness does not change. Only the experiences that are generated in awareness change, and in fact you can't even stop the change. So awareness is the non-changing background in the midst of the change that is happening. If you want to effectively participate in creating the future that you want, you have to first of all learn to go to the place of non-change, which is awareness. And for that we need meditation. because meditation in all its different aspects, including transcendence, including centering yourself to the awareness in which the change is occurring, taking the stand, as they say, as witnessing awareness, and also reflections on how you want to experience of your life will all help you in creating the change you want at every level. And these levels are being, feeling, thinking, imagining, speaking, and doing, in that order. So let's go over each of these levels very precisely. And we'll do that in 15 seconds after I fulfill my obligations to Facebook, to whom we are grateful to manifest this program so that we can talk every day. Okay, so here's my gratitude to Facebook. Back we are. So I said we can participate in change and the future we want to create, attract the future we want to create at 4 levels: being, feeling, thinking and reflecting, imagining, speaking, and doing and manifesting. That's the secret. So the first thing you have to learn is to just be. Just be. And you go to the center of all experience, which is awareness. And that is learning to be a silent witnessing awareness. So even right now, as you're watching me, turn your attention to just be. Right this moment, turn your attention to that which is listening or watching me. So in order to hear this, there has to be a listener there. Turn your attention to that which is listening. As you're seeing me, turn your attention to that which is seeing. And then experience the stillness of being. The more you can go to that place, which is already peaceful, you don't have to find peace, you just have to uncover everything that is overshadowing the peace. The peace is already there as being, and it is the peace that passes understanding. Barbara Halleck says that's the source. Yes, the source is just being awareness, the still witness, which is present always as awareness in every thought, in every feeling, in every word, in every bit of imagination, in every perceptual experience. Ground yourself in being. Usha Rani Sundaraj, namaste. Okay, so Rajesh watching from Nepal, namaste. So go back to being. Silent witnessing awareness. Make that your identity. Your identity is not your assumed identity. My identity is not Deepak Chopra, and yours is not Cecilia or Clara or Hattie, or those are assumed identities. Go to the witnessing awareness in which that which we call a person is a process, an ever-evolving process. Now at that level then, in that deep peace, ask yourself, what do I want? Mentally. And when you ask yourself mentally, put your attention in your heart, and after asking the question, what do I want? Allow any sensation, allow any image, allow any feeling, or allow any thought to come to you. Don't analyze the thoughts, just asking the question is enough. Most people actually don't even know what they want or who they are. So Goddess asks, is being within? No, being is that in which all exists. It is not within, not without, it's non-local, it's dimensionless, it's eternal, it's timeless, it cannot be seen, it cannot be heard, it's just the presence in which every experience happens. And it's what we call soul or spirit. Okay, so make that your anchor, your internal reference point. Even as I say internal, I'm recognizing the flaw, because it's neither internal or external. It's just being presence, being awareness. From there, ask meaningful questions. What do I want is the most meaningful question. After, who am I? Who am I, we've already said, is silent witnessing awareness. What do I want is the stirring of the impulse to create, which we call intention or desire. Intention or desire is inherent in being, because that's how being manifests into feeling, thinking, doing, and the whole experience of the world that we call life. So what do I want? You don't need to know the answer. Just allow sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts to come to you. And then, when that happens, then go a little deeper and ask yourself, what is my purpose? Because whatever you want must serve some purpose. Ultimately, the purpose in everyone is the feeling that we call fulfillment or happiness. But ask yourself, what is my purpose? Once again, allowing any sensation, images, feelings or thoughts to come to you. And finally, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? Because gratitude opens the door to abundant consciousness. Ramanand says, why ask? You don't have to ask. A lot of people, when they ask, it brings clarity. Ramana Maharishi, for his entire life, asked only 2 questions. Who am I? And what is it that wants to know the answer to who am I? In any case, I mentioned 4 questions. Who am I? What do I want? What's my purpose? What am I grateful for? Each of these questions has to be lived. And each of these has to be posed to that which is the field of all possibilities, which is spirit or consciousness or being. Then ask yourself, what would it feel like to have my experience manifest? How would it feel if I could manifest? What is the feeling inside? And then anchor yourself to that feeling. So once you anchor yourself to the stillness inside and the feeling of what that manifestation would be, then you are now creating the impulse that we call the infinite organizing power of intention. Inherent in the intention itself is the ability to organize it. It organizes itself into that which is intended. In Sanskrit, it is called sankalpa. Sankalpa means subtle intention that comes from reflection. Now let that all the time be reflected also in your speech. Your speech should not be random. Your speech should not be reactive. Your speech should come from the level of being and a feeling that embraces love and joy and compassion and empathy. And then it should be tied to a purpose which brings fulfillment and joy to not only you but everybody around you, because we are part of a deeper continuum of mind, body and spirit. In the deeper domains of reality, we are all members of one body. In the deeper realm of reality, we are part of a shared mind. in the deeper realms of reality, we are a shared ecosystem of emotions. And our collective conversation also is part of that which influences our personal conversation with ourselves, because most of our thoughts are actually recycled, conditioned mind of everyone else. So ask yourself, am I doing this just because I want to be better than another person, or am I doing this, manifesting this because I want it only for myself? If your intentions are only for this yourself, and you work hard, you make plans, you are disciplined, then you will definitely at some point fulfill those intentions, but with high cost. Stress is the cost that comes from basically being totally selfish in your intentions, because you're basically in a sense fighting against the forces and elements of the cosmos. But when your intentions are not only about fulfillment in yourself, but with everybody that you share life with, the shared mind, the shared emotions, the shared feelings, the shared vision. So ultimately we want all to be part of a shared vision, which is a more peaceful, just, sustainable, healthier and joyful world. But then we have to start with ourselves. How can I be at peace? How can I be joyful? How can I be loving, compassionate, and have empathy? How can I participate in this shared vision? How can I be the change that I want to see? Now, if you ground yourself in that being, in that feeling, in that reflective process, then what you personally want will also automatically be included. The whole world will support you. Even your personal intentions, what you want for a richer life. Richer means better relationships, the ecstasy of the body, the ecstasy of a higher vision, the ecstasy that comes from being committed to a cause bigger than yourself. All of that feeling will also generate fulfillment for your personal desires. The whole world will support you. And I can say then that at that level, you will start to not only manifest your desires through synchronicity and meaningful coincidence, and being at the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, and being influenced by the right role models, but your personal desires will also start to come true because they are in harmony with the elements and forces of the universe. So that's the real law of attraction. The real law of attraction. Focus on just a few things: a joyful, energetic body and all the habits that go with that, loving, compassionate heart, the intentions that go with that, a reflective, alert mind, and all the behaviors that go with that, including meditation, good sleep, movement, nutritious food, happy relationships, and the story that you want to create, which is your life. Our life is a story, but that story only exists in relationship with others. There's no story without the other, that which we call the other. So I am thou, thou is me, and I and thou are the real self. The true self knows itself only by experiencing itself as both the observer and the observed, as the seer and the scenery, as the experiencer and that which is experienced. So, going to the deepest level, evoking the right feelings, finding your purpose, being grateful, connecting with others who are in a similar stream of consciousness. This leads to spontaneous fulfillment of desire. Your desire and everybody else's desire. At this level, every desire is fulfilled with authenticity, integrity, responsibility, and every desire encompasses a commitment to something bigger than yourself. So all the best, and I hope for Naz this answers your question, and we will connect again soon. I'm going to be in Washington DC tomorrow doing an event with the Washington Post, but I'll find time to connect with all of you. Thank you so much. Love you a lot, and stay connected. Keep reaching for the stars. Keep your feet on the ground, and spread joy and happiness wherever you go. Thank you. All the best.